This is the Management 3150 Trader Joe's case study. My name is Austin Kennedy. We also have Cheyenne Kazabon, Bode Falaye, Samia Malik, and Jabal Tran.
For a little background and history on the company, Trader Joe's was founded in 1967 by Joe Colombi, and he remained CEO until about 1988. Their target market is intelligent, educated, and inquisitive individuals. In 2013, Trader Joe's ranked as one of the most successful grocers in the United States. Trader Joe's achieved this success with a very distinctive strategy, but in 2013, Trader Joe's faced some new competitive threats. Many large chains, including global giants such as Walmart and Tesco, had begun to open small format stores that mimic Trader Joe's neighborhood market approach. In addition, some people question whether Trader Joe's growth was causing it to become more bureaucratic and less authentic. And now we'll have Cheyenne tell you about profit revenue analysis.
Let's begin with a profit and revenue analysis of the supermarket industry using Porter's 5 forces. The big 5 are bargaining power of suppliers, bargaining power of customers, threat of new entrants, threat of substitute products, and competitive rivalry within an industry. Rivalry is the first force we'll cover. In 2011, market shares for grocery sales dropped to 51%. This was due to large discount retailers, warehouse clubs, and pharmacy chains increasing their focus on grocery sales. Walmart, the largest grocery retailer in America, has supercenters all throughout the country, which are stores that sell groceries and merchandise. This retail giant took market shares from supermarkets by lowering prices and operating efficiently in its supercenters. This led to small profit margins and caused rival supermarkets to react by cutting down their workforce to improve cost competitiveness. In 2012, supermarkets varied in financial performance between premium market players. On the high end was Whole Foods Market, the lead retailer of organic and natural food. And on the low end was Dollar General, which runs the largest number of small discount stores in America. Next, we'll continue with buyer power. Trader Joe's buyers have a strong buying power. They're able to purchase large quantities of inventory because limited varieties of each product are stocked. Trader Joe's stores only carry 4,000 store-keeping units, SKU, versus up to 50,000 SKU in larger grocers. These goods are purchased directly from the manufacturer. There is also product standardization, in which buyers can easily switch to another product because they are selective with the items they purchase for the store. Customer bargaining power is weak in regards to the unique products offered at Trader Joe's. Most of their products are private label items that are only offered for a limited time and sold at an everyday low price. Their power is strong in regards to the products discontinued in the store. Trader Joe's introduces about 10 to 15 new products a week. The products removed are typically ones that did not meet sales goals. Next, we'll cover supplier power. Unlike its rivals, Trader Joe's does not charge suppliers to feature their products on its shelves. Also, Trader Joe's pays its suppliers right away instead of stretching out its payment. Maintaining a secret buyer-supplier relationship is important to Trader Joe's because they don't want their rivals to know how and where it obtains its private label goods. Suppliers also benefit because many of them provide Trader Joe's with a lower cost version of their product that is sold at higher prices at other retailers. Next, we'll talk about threats of substitutes. According to Porter's 5 forces, threat of substitutes shapes the competitive structure of an industry. 2 main threats that Trader Joe's faces are price competition and low switching cost. Substitute products sold at a lower price daily or during a sale at other retailers creates price competition for Trader Joe's. Switching costs are low when it is easy to purchase substitute products from another retailer. Next, we'll talk about the threat of new entrants. In any industry, there is a threat new competitors pose to existing competitors. Due to Trader Joe's success in 2013, Many retailers, such as Walmart, Tesco, Target, and Publix, began launching small format stores all over the U.S. with a similar atmosphere as Trader Joe's neighborhood market approach.
Now we'll have Jabal speak to us about the financial ratio analysis.
So here are the financial analysis for the four markets in the industry in Exhibit 2. So some of the word we use have some definition. So the gross profit margin percentage, this represents the proportion of each dollar of revenue that the company keeps at gross profit. And the more efficient company usually see higher gross profit margin percentage, and this number is found by taking the gross profit divided by the revenue. The SG&A percentage, which stands for selling, general and administrative expenses, represent the proportion of each dollar of revenue that the company uses for expenses. A high SG&A percentage usually indicates a serious problem for a company, and this number is found out by taking the SG&A divided by the revenue. Next, the net profit margin percentage. This represents the proportion of each dollar of sale that the company keeps as earning. Net profit margin is a relative percentage number of sale, not an absolute number. So it is often useful to compare the net profit margin of all the companies in the industry to see which is the most efficient at converting revenue into net profit. And this number is found out by taking the net income divided by the revenue. Next, we have the asset turnover, the amount of revenue generated by each dollar of asset. Generally, the higher the number, the better. However, the asset turnover can vary greatly from one industry to another, so it is useful to compare this number among companies within the same industry. And this number is found out by taking the revenue divided by the total asset. Return on asset, this is an indication of how profitable a company is relative to its total asset. The total asset including debt and equity. The higher the number, the better, because it shows that the company can generate more net profit on less investment. And the number is found out by taking the net income divided by the total asset. Return on equity, this measures the corporation's probability by revealing how much profit a company can generate with the money the shareholders have invested. And this number is found out by taking the net income divided by the total equity. Now we'll have Bode talk about what these numbers mean.
So what exactly do these numbers mean? By looking at the data, it's clear to see that large sales and big revenue numbers aren't necessary to make a good profit. Whole Foods, which is the most comparable firm to Trader Joe's, has the largest gross profit margin, along with a higher return on assets. In terms of their corporate strategy, Trader Joe's is pursuing both a growth and stability strategy. They demonstrate growth by their rapid expansion out of California to what is now nearly 400 locations countrywide. They also show stability in their determination to keep their company culture and methods of operation which favor little technology and low costs. For their competitive strategy, one of their keys is to use product differentiation. They made it their focus and trademark to have unique products from various private brand labels. Their special array of products and items cannot be matched by other large companies such as Walmart and Target. Another key to their corporate strategy is to minimize their costs. They don't hire marketing and advertising agencies like other companies, but instead, they depend on their customer newsletter, the Fearless Flyer, and radio spots. Even their radio commercials are very efficient with the use of store employees for the voiceovers instead of hired actors. They are also able to buy in bulk for low prices from many of their suppliers, as Cheyenne mentioned before, due to their relationships with the suppliers. They also use minimal technology in stores, which helps further lower their costs. For functional strategies, Trader Joe's ensures their employees are generalists rather than specialists. This means that every employee knows how to do each job in the store. This makes them very flexible and efficient when it comes to running their stores. Trader Joe's is known for their employees having great attitudes and giving great customer service that rubs off on their customers. Trader Joe's also believes that if their employees are treated well, then they will also work well. They pay them well compared to other competitors and offer them many benefits such as partial health care plans. Next, we'll have Samya talk about competitive advantages.
As a growing company, Trader Joe's has many different approaches which work as advantages in furthering the company's industry and business. These advantages include its neighborhood grocery store feel, providing fewer but more appealing products for customers, low prices for high quality products, its own brand name, catering to their employees, a friendlier environment, and superior customer service. By choosing the right location for each store, Trader Joe's has automatically provided themselves with an advantage. Many of their stores can be found locally in smaller strip mall locations, which allow the customer to easily access a branded grocery store. Providing the customers with fewer choices allows customers to make easier decisions at the stores, which provides Trader Joe's with more revenue since more items are being sold. In addition, over time, customers have undoubtedly appreciated Trader Joe's brand name for its consistency, quality, and price. Customers trust the brand, which is the reason why the company can provide fewer products. Trader Joe's is available to carry fewer products because they carry higher volumes. This also gives the advantage of selling each product at lower prices. Another reason why the company runs so smoothly is because they have always treated their customers and employees with care and respect. Trader Joe's ensures that their employees will be well paid and even contribute a percentage of each employee's salary to a tax-deferred retirement account. These employees are trained to take care of the customer's needs, such as suggesting a product or showing a customer where an item is exactly located. There are few possible threats in assessing Trader Joe's competitive advantages. Although there are no direct competitors at the moment, there are many other companies in the supermarket industry which wish to imitate Trader Joe's format of a smaller environment and community-oriented locations. If there were to be another company to step into this form of grocery, it would be a threat of entry, but this also depends on barriers of Trader Joe's company. Another threat to the company would be a threat of substitute. Oftentimes there are products created to substitute the need of another product. This can eventually diminish the demand for said product. Of course, there are many rival companies which can provide threats to Trader Joe's unique culture and structure. With the competitive advantage assessed, it is safe to assume that Trader Joe's company does indeed have sustainable advantages. There are many aspects of the company that are exclusive to its name and product. If Trader Joe's continues to grasp its creativity and further establish a store that is customer-friendly with promising products, there is little room for another company to threaten these advantages. Next up, we'll have Austin talk to us about improving the company's corporate strategy.
Trader Joe's existing corporate strategy is more than sufficient for its continued success. It needs only relatively mild modifications and improvements to maintain its loyal customer base and to outperform its increasing number of competitors. Here are some of the most important factors for the firm to consider at the functional level. Firstly, Trader Joe's needs to create a presence on social media, but we'll touch more on this in the next slide. Secondly, Trader Joe's could drastically expand its appeal by offering more family-oriented products. There is a large, potentially untapped market for niche food and toiletry products that serve the needs of families. This is an effort Trader Joe's could begin in its core California area stores, only to roll them eastward to compete with new entrants to the small grocery industry. Thirdly, Trader Joe's has had numerous problems with the flow of human traffic both inside and outside its actual storefronts. A small bit of industrial engineering could remove a significant impediment to a holistically positive customer experience. Fourthly, Trader Joe's should continue to expand slowly but steadily, testing out new storefront ideas like kiosks to provide a small, friendly environment. It is important that Trader Joe's be able to compete directly against other small format competitors like neighborhood Walmarts and other imitators. It can provide a swift means of gathering customer opinions and numerous alternative channels for the fearless flyer. Trader Joe's can use social media to strengthen its culture, offering blog posts and images that are quirky, fun, and sweet that will involve customers while keeping Trader Joe's true to its core values. Thank you all very much for listening, and we hope you'll incorporate some of our suggestions on Trader Joe's going forward.